Hugo, do you think this ship has cannons or harpoons?
Probably. It has some sort of self-defense.
I would love to see. Maybe we could craft for you some sort of a weapon that's like holding a cannon, but like smaller and in your hand.
Are you trying to build a gun?
I would likely prefer it more of like a, I don't know, maybe a
hand cannon?
Maybe a hand cannon. That's a fun name. We could try calling it a guan.
You mean a pistol?
A pistol. That's a fun name.
Why?
If it had like
Who's this for?
It's not for me. I don't know how to use that, but it just, technologically advanced. How our friend Hugo is here with Sphere and everything. It's probably something fun and cool.
I think it would be easier just to find a magical item and attach it to Sphere. That might just be easier.
No, I think a gun would be cool.
I mean, I can outfit Sphere with different things. Change out arm.
Cup holders?
That's why it has hands.
Can you put a coffee press in him?
Oh, ooh, yes. That's a great idea.
I suppose.
Like a cappuccino maker. Ooh.
Perfect.
Ooh, what if we fill him with
wait.
little ping pong balls with numbers on them, and he can use us to figure out the lottery?
Could we put an oven in him?
Oh, yes.
So I can make pizza.
Oh, we could bake bread inside of him. Yes, genius.
Alphonse kind of looks you over and says, I'm going to get back to work.
Goodbye, Alphonse. Have fun being on a ship in the sky.
I mean, we're also on a ship in the sky.
I would know these things. I'm the captain. I'm aware. Yes, Hugo. Thank you for reminding me.
I would like to go walk around the ship and see what I find.
All right. Make an investigation check.
11.
So the top deck and the two lower decks below it looks like the top deck is just where it's the top deck where the cannons are and where most people work and spend their time. The deck below that seems to be a galley with a small kitchen and a little bit of you see people eating their breakfast as you pass through, and then the floor below that is the cabins where you would sleep. But the floor below that, you come to a locked door that has a "Do Not Enter" sign written on it.
Probably where they keep the ammunition.
Yeah.
Is there a... Hold on. Is there a keyhole that I can see through?
There is a keyhole.
Can I see through it?
Make a perception check.
A natural 20.
Wow.
All right,
Incredible.
You kneel down and you peek through it, and as you peer in, you see a black veil of darkness with faint little bits of light in the rear, but you can't.
I'm gonna shadow step.
All right.
Oh my god.
So, shadow step is when you are in dim light or darkness. As a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see that is also in dim light or darkness.
All right.
How many times a day can you do that?
As many times as I want.
Okay, good, because it'd be a shame if you got locked behind that door.
I agree.
You're like, oh fuck, I can't get out.
I mean, I could just unlock it.
Oh, true, good point.
Octavian would have been stuck in there for days.
I don't know what I'm doing. The door's locked. Ah! It's like you
I
could
can't
unlock
open
the
the door from the inside.
Twist the knob.
Yeah, what? It can't be that simple.
All right.
All right.
So yeah, what do I?
So
What?
you focus and you feel yourself pass through the door into the darkened room. As you regain your composure and you take a look around, it seems to be a storage room, but you notice that a lot of the boxes that they were loading previously weren't brought down here. They were loaded into a separate room near the galley. So whatever's down here was loaded before, or it was loaded before the ship arrived. possibly at a different location.
Okay. I'm gonna look through stuff then.
All right. Make an investigation check.
You're nosy.
9.
9. You pry off a couple lids and peek through a couple barrels. It seems to be just...
Packaging peanuts.
It's packaged with hay, but as you... It looks to just be some armor, some weapons. Nothing too amazing.
Dante's like, these boxes are just filled with hay.
There's hay?
This is hay.
There's
It's
more
hay.
hay.
It's like, what's underneath the hay, though?
Is there any other box here that seems off, like out of place?
With a 9, you scan over a couple of the boxes, move a few just to get better looks, but nothing really screams or stands out to you.
I'll go ahead, just be here for a minute and just keep looking around while
Alright.
you can go back to the other guys, see what they're doing.
Okay. Octavian and
Yes.
Hugo, what are you guys doing?
I am going to attempt to make myself look like a ghost.
I'm tinkering with sphere.
Okay.
Tightening up bolts and whatnot.
Maybe not a ghost. Maybe something...
Well, you are a skeleton.
Yes. Are we in our room? Is it just me and Hugo?
You guys have separate rooms, but you could be hanging out in the same room if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll be on the bed in Hugo's room, kind of just like, it's like a slumber party with I'm kicking my legs up, and I'm laying on my stomach, just like, what should I do? Like, I've never been on an airship before.
Could read a book.
I don't know how to read. Or do I? I can't remember. Do I have... I can read. I know how to read.
I would assume you know how to read.
Yes. Hugo,
Yes.
do you think that I'm a danger to everyone?
Well, I'm not threatened by you.
Okay. It's just... Mars confided in me that he said that if I were to become too powerful, he would have to destroy me, as it would be his god's wishes, as I would pose a threat, being that I am, what I am, and an abomination to the natural order of things.
A threat to what?
I don't know exactly.
The only threat I see is, well, you menacing the captain.
Right? No, I mean, I'm not evil. At least I don't think I'm evil. I just, things need chaos. Chaos is a natural aspect of reality,
Well, you sound like a druid.
Do I?
A little bit.
Like, things need chaos. It's what keeps order from getting so stagnant, like a pool of water.
Well, if you're talking about chaos, you're talking to the wrong sort of fellow, because I prefer order.
Yeah, I can tell.
I prefer things to be organized and tightened and
Well
things
kept
to line
together.
up like clockwork.
Yes. Like clockwork.
Yes.
Maybe I should get a watch. I don't know.
I mean, it's nice to have a watch. You know what time it is.
Yes, I'm going to go to... If you need me, I will be up on the top deck, at the very front of the ship with my arms out, so I can have the sensation of flying.
I may join you.
I read it in a book once about a ship that went down.
Oh, God.
Yes, I think I've heard of this ship.
Yeah, the Titanic... something with a T.
The Gargantuan?
Yeah, the Gargantuan, that's what it was called.
There you go.
Yes.
Yes, it was the largest airship that was built.
Yeah, until it hit one of those frozen clouds. They said it could never be saved. They said it could never be shot out of the sky. But it took a cloud head on that was solid ice. And
It scraped it. It didn't take it head on, it scraped it, and then
it
kind of
scraped the hull filled with air.
Yo.
It just cracked in half. One of the crew member or one of the people on board managed to survive on a door.
I
the
believe
person they
there
were
were
with.
a few survivors.
Maybe I'm getting this wrong. Maybe it was another ship.
Survivors.
Was it an airship or was it a sea ship? I don't know.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Oh man. Okay.
Anyways, we should come up with a plan.
A plan. Oh, when we meet. Okay, Hugo, hear me out. What if we crash this ship into the city?
No,
Why not?
that puts other lives at risk.
Oh, true. That's a good point. Hmm.
At least poor men don't need to lose their jobs.
Well, Drew, good point. Hmm.
And why would we want to bring them into our business?
Good point. We don't need them to. Yeah, we've taken on so much as it is. Huh.
Besides, do you even know how to fly an airship?
I can always fake it till I make it. How do you think I've gotten to where I am now?
You have a valid point.
Right? So, in regards to Arthur, I don't believe that Arthur is... So, we know... This is what we know. We know that Arthur Sin is not the head of his... Iron Solutions was just his personal little gang here in the city to accumulate some wealth for himself.
Well, we actually don't know that. Iron Solutions could be bigger and beyond the city for all I know.
Well, hold on. What if Arthur Sin... We know that Arthur Sin has a boss.
Yes.
And we know that Arthur Sin... The fact that he has a boss means that he's somewhat of a lackey, but he's a very powerful wizard, which means we can expect other members of this organization to be powerful wizards. But what kind of organization... Whoever is at the top must be extremely powerful if he can command powerful wizards. Also, we know that Arthur Sin here in the city was attempting to try to achieve political power and gain a seat on the throne, or not the throne, but in the council. Yeah. It could be safe to assume that Iron Solutions was merely a way to an ends, a means to an ends to achieve both to eliminate his what's the term? His competition in the city, but also achieve power. And then he was going to give Iron Solutions, because we know he was going to give Iron Solutions to Kern. So then I was thinking that after he would have achieved a seat on the council, he would have then gifted Iron Solutions to Kern. And then as his first thing that he accomplishes as this new council member was to apprehend and destroy the Iron Solutions and make a name for himself in the city. And then he could say, well, Kern was involved. It wasn't me. No one would assume Arthur Sin as the leader. They would only assume Kern because they knew Kern. Kern was more well-known. So Kern was essentially the scapegoat. And once he could cut all ties with Iron Solutions and let it die and be his kind of way of ascending through the ranks in the hearts of the people. But then he would have control of the city. And then whatever umbrella organization that he's a part of would then technically have control of the flying city. But then what is the end goal? What does the flying city, besides a flying city, what is that? It's not equipped with some super weapon or some sort of super, what does it, what does one gain by controlling this city? I don't know.
Lots of power, lots of money.
And a good viewpoint.
Super weapon because it is a flying city and
true,
powered by a massive source of energy.
That is a good point. They could have used the massive force of energy to...
Anyways, your conclusion is valid yet flawed because Kern is a bit of an idiot and couldn't even barely run his own business. So
but that's the point, though. He wouldn't need him to be He wouldn't need him to be competent. He would just need a figurehead, so that when he goes to apprehend them, he doesn't have any risk of Kern being able to put up much of a fight because Kern's an idiot. It would just be an easy, an easy win.
I guess, but his out would be, it wouldn't be believable, I think. Because
Mars is here! Mars! I'm so glad you were done praying.
Hello.
Yes.
Just so you're aware, Octavian is trying to assume the captain position of the ship multiple times.
I kind of, yeah.
Stop it.
So,
And no one can stop him because you weren't here.
yes.
So
No, it's okay, it's okay. Hugo already warned the captain.
Yes. So, I think.
So Mars just wakes up from his like power nap, and
His
Octavian
prayer
is
nap.
already trying to destroy things.
Yep.